We are continuing our coverage of this pursuit.
Many of you reached out about the chase after witnessing it, posting on social media and sending in photos and videos to our newsroom. We spoke to multiple people who saw the chase. That is where WDBJ7's Layla Mitchell comes in.
Yes, Layla, this must have been quite the scene for the morning work commute. What are people saying about what they saw?
Yeah, Melissa, Jean, the people I spoke to this morning tell me they weren't expecting quite a dramatic scene as they traveled to work down this road this morning. And the truck that was involved in the police chase, that truck had actually traveled for miles even after it had driven over police bikes. So I'm sure you can imagine that was quite an unforgettable scene for some this morning. Now, one witness actually gave WDBJ security footage that shows what we believe looks like the end of the crash when police can be heard over police radio shouting out shots fired. Another witness I spoke to today told me he actually witnessed the dramatic police chase on his way to work and actually captured the event on video. He described seeing an avalanche hauling a U-Haul and a Ford Explorer, both with blown out tires, speeding fast with several officers in pursuit.
And all of a sudden, you'll see the avalanche that was hauling a U-Haul with the Ford Explorer come passing by. Already had blew out tires with about 20 officers behind.
Now, I'm sure you can imagine the community is left a little shaken up after this morning's events. It's not every day that there is an officer-involved shooting in the area, but we are going to continue to follow along and update with you with any information as it becomes available. For now, reporting in Montgomery County, Layla Mitchell, WDBJ 7.